Kai floated above the collapsing multiverse, the immortal weapon in his hand blazing brighter than eternity itself. A deafening roar pulsed from the system, its voice cracking with urgency. Final protocol initiated. Existential threat detected. Threat level beyond infinite. Bzas. S. From the deepest abyss, the final adversary emerged. It wasn't a being, not a monster, but existence incarnate. A horrifying tapestry woven from the shadows of every reality, every possibility, every single end. Its voice thundered like a billion collapsing stars, shaking the very concept of space. Kai. I am the Alpha and Omega. I am everything. I am nothing. With every syllable, reality fractured, splintering into countless shards of what once was. But Kai's bloodlust, his unyielding fury, ignited hotter than 1,000 supernovas. His blade pulsed, vibrating with the power of eternal temporal sovereignty. He let out a defiant roar that echoed across the dying cosmos. I am Kai. I am the Immortal Weapon, and I will not kneel before existence itself. Space and time buckled under the weight of his declaration. The last battle, the final brutal reckoning of all creation, had begun. The final enemy, this embodiment of all things, struck first. It didn't attack with fists or energy, but by rewriting existence itself. It unraveled the very fabric of matter, folding eternity into an infinite series of paradoxes that logic could not withstand. The system screamed, a desperate digital shriek in Kai's mind. Warning, existence collapse imminent. Countermeasure required. All power. Kai didn't hesitate. He unleashed absolute temporal domination combined with an Omni infinity strike. His physical form shattered, splitting his essence across countless timelines, allowing him to strike in every conceivable reality all at once. Sparks, each one a newborn galaxy, erupted from the impossible clash. Fractured worlds already weakened crumbled into dust under the sheer force of their collision. It was then, from the horizon of eternity, that the cloaked figure appeared once more, its silence finally broken. Kai, you've surpassed every calculation, but this victory, it may consume even you. To win is to risk your own annihilation. But Kai's eyes burned with a vengeance that defied reason. His blade flared brighter than a cluster of infinite suns. If annihilation awaits, he snarled, then I will annihilate annihilation itself. Each strike from his blade didn't just wound, it shattered paradoxes, cutting the enemy apart, piece by impossible piece. All of creation trembled, caught in the crossfire of a war beyond its comprehension. The enemy, wounded but not defeated, fragmented. It split into an endless legion of incarnations, beings of past, present, future, potential, and even impossible realities. Each one whispered to Kai, their voices weaving a symphony of his greatest failures, his deepest regrets, his most unforgivable sins. They were an army of his own self-doubt. But as despair clawed at him, the system pulsed with newfound power. New skill awakened. Infinite multiversal ascension. All powers transcendent. The immortal weapon erupted in a blinding flash, harmonizing with every echo of Kai that existed across the infinite timelines. He became the totality of his existence, a singular being wielding the strength of every version of himself in perfect, deadly unity. Sparks cascaded like waterfalls across the collapsing multiverses. The cloaked figure watched, its voice laced with a newfound dread. Kai, to surpass this, will unravel everything, even you. But Kai's voice, now a chorus of a billion Kais, roared back, shaking the foundations of eternity. I am Kai. I am every Kai. I am the immortal weapon. I will survive beyond time, beyond existence, beyond even the gods. With each unified strike, the enemy crumbled, Timelines fused back together, and all of creation was violently rewritten under his unstoppable, transcendent hand. Kai had become a force of nature. He combined his new power, infinite multiversal ascension, with a dimensional eradication Omni infinity strike, channeling a raw force that no single universe could possibly endure. The Immortal Weapon became an extension of his absolute will, cleaving through every single incarnation of the enemy. It wasn't just a sword anymore. It was a pen, rewriting the fundamental laws of reality with each and every swing. A storm of energy and starfire cascaded across infinity, painting the void in brilliant, violent colors. Across countless dimensions, the citizens of 1,000 worlds looked up at their skies and beheld flashes of their savior, a godlike figure, unstoppable, immortal, fighting a war they could never understand. The cloaked figure descended, its single violet eye blazing with awe and terror. Kai, you are no longer bound by existence. You are becoming what even the gods fear. You are transcendence itself. Kai gripped the Immortal Weapon, his knuckles white, his aura alone shaking creation to its very core. "Let existence fear me," he declared, his voice cold and absolute. "I am Kai. I am the Immortal Weapon, and I will erase even the end itself." The enemy, facing this ultimate power, let out a final, deafening scream as it began to dissolve into nothingness. The Immortal Weapon struck the final, lingering fragment of existence incarnate. A burst of light, endless, silent, and eternal, cascaded across all realities, washing them clean. The enemy, the very concept of everything and nothing, disintegrated into a profound silence. The battle was over. Timelines stabilized, the multiverses reformed, yet all of reality trembled, forever marked by the shadow of Kai's impossible victory. The system roared one last time, a declaration of finality. Ascension complete. Protocol Omega, achieved. Title granted, Ultimate Immortal Weapon. Status, beyond existence. Kai hovered alone in the vast emptiness above an infinite reborn creation, his immortal weapon blazing like the first dawn. The cloaked figure bowed, its ancient armor fracturing and falling away, its voice filled with utter reverence. "You are no longer a warrior, no longer a god. You are the truth." Kai's gaze pierced through infinity, seeing all that was and all that ever would be. His words shattered the silence, a final, unchallengeable decree. "I am Kai. I am the Immortal Weapon. I am beyond all things." He paused, his voice dropping to a low, chilling whisper that rippled through eternity. "And nothing, nothing will ever stop me." The saga had ended. His true ascension had just begun.